Hi everyone, happy Sunday night. This is Dr. Beth Westy, and I'm going to chat about some really easy, healthy meal prep ideas. One of the things when everybody's trying to be healthier or make changes in their life or say, oh, I want to eat well, I want to exercise, great. One of the really tough things is to really meal prep and set yourself up for success in the beginning. So if you are finding some of these tips helpful, click on the link that I'll attach after the video is done, and you can get a free 2-week kickstart. That is 2 weeks of meal plans, lots of exercise, information, prepping your kitchen, setting yourself up for success. Most of the time people don't continue on a plan or succeed because they're not really thinking about the longer term versus what do I need to do today. So sometimes one of the most simple things is actually a grocery list. Having the right grocery list that matches with your meal plan makes things so much easier. Otherwise you're like, oh, okay, here's what I need to eat, but how much chicken do I need? Or how much, bread do I need for this? Or how many potatoes do I need? Oh my God. I do that. Well, and for those of you that have children, I have 3 children. They're so wonderful. Getting to the store and picking out all the things that you need, and even if you have a list, and even if you're doing all the things, sometimes it just doesn't work out as planned. We went to Target today. This side note. We went to Target today, and I'm like looking for a few things, right? I had a list of like 7 things. And of course, $300 later, I walk out of Target and I'm like, really? And I end up, Mom, I want this, Mom. I'm like, great. Yeah, okay, but let's just go. But can we go? But we should leave now. But so having a meal plan, having a grocery list for your meal plan that matches it is a beautiful thing that's going to help you stay on track. So click the link here when I'm done, and you will be able to download all this information free. Just here for you. You're welcome. It is wonderful. If you're finding some of this information helpful, click the share button on the bottom and share this video because so many gals really, really need this information. Now, when I talk about healthy meal plans and everything, one of the biggest things that I cover here is actually getting the right amount of protein, right? And this is something that I talk about quite a bit, getting the right amount of protein and incorporating it regularly throughout your day. It is tough if you're trying to eat a higher amount of protein and you're like, oh, shoot, I want to up my protein. So you pick one meal to like gorge on protein and you're like, I'm going to eat an entire steak or half of a cow for dinner and then I'm going to up my protein that way. Okay, but that's really hard on your gut if you're not used to it, and you're not going to digest and absorb all the protein. So here's a different option. And this is something that I've written up before, but it's really easy to break down the protein amounts in sections throughout the day. Now, so one of the big reasons for doing this is for, obviously, you want to be able to digest and absorb all the protein that you're eating. Because if you're going through the effort of buying it, prepping it, eating it, you want to absorb it and have your body use it. Yes. So spacing it out, kind of even drips of protein throughout the day is going to get you the best results. Otherwise, yeah, your gut's going to be like, no thank you. That's horrible. And I'm going to be mad at you. And it's going to stay mad at you for a little while. So increasing your protein, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. And I recommend getting at least 25 grams of protein at each meal. Now, that's not set in stone. Here's where the tough thing happens, and here's what happens when you are only getting like 10 grams of protein for breakfast. What happens is that like 10 grams, maybe 5 grams for a snack. So things like hummus. Oh, I'm going to eat veggies and hummus. That's really healthy. Sure, yeah, veggies, great. Hummus, sure. But there's not really that much protein in hummus unless you're eating like the whole tub, which is a lot. I wouldn't recommend that. So again, not a lot of protein. Lunch, sometimes doing like a salad or even a wrap, if you're not packing it with protein, you're really missing out on some of these key things here. So again, really missing out on getting a lot more protein in spaced out throughout the day. So all of a sudden dinner time happens and you're like, oh, baloney. I am not having the protein numbers I need. What do I do? So when we talk about getting at least 25 grams of protein here at each meal, 25, 25, 25, 25, all the way down, having higher protein for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, that's going to get you to the higher amounts of protein. So there are foods, and this is like the meal prep grocery list guide. So again, this is all detailed out for you in the link. So I won't kind of go through it in detail now. Just download it and you'll get it. But foods that are higher in protein that you may not expect are some dairy products, like cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is higher in protein. Greek yogurt. And one of the things about, oh, I think I did that backwards. Right? Is that why backwards? It's a little backwards. That's okay. Greek yogurt, one of the things about Greek yogurt is that you really want to make sure that any yogurt you're getting is not too high in sugar. What companies tend to do is increase the sugars in it to help the flavor. And you're thinking, oh, this is so delicious. And you're like, oh, but you're also consuming a lot of sugar. Also not going to be a great thing to increase your proteins easily throughout the day. So things like cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, great for high in protein. Sometimes just even having like mozzarella, string cheese, and deli meat, having that around is a great snack, high in protein, and it's going to help sustain you a little bit longer. Now I do recommend eating, of course, in what I call a complete nutrient fashion. So getting protein, healthy fats, and then also carb in these ratios. So you need to have protein, fat, and carb in pretty much every meal that you're having. So this is kind of an overview of how to put together a good meal plan. If you're missing out on one of these components, on any of them, so say you're like, okay, I've got breakfast down, I'm having eggs and Greek yogurt and toast or some fruit, great, you're having protein, fat, and carb there. Lunch, you're having a really healthy wrap packed with protein, great. And for dinner, again, like chicken and vegetables and brown rice or something, perfect. But your snacks are a protein that doesn't have any carb or fat in it, is just protein. You're like, yeah, protein, woo! If you're missing that component, it's actually going to slow down your metabolism versus helping it along. The things that speed up your metabolism are having the equal ratio, or not equal ratios of protein, fat, and carb, but having some of all of these components in each meal throughout the day. So that's a really big tip. Protein in general, when we talk about increasing your protein, the effects on the body are amazing. And you will feel this like within a couple of days of doing this. So increased energy, feeling like you can wake up in the morning and like just be going kind of all day long and not getting fatigued or tired. The physical, and that's like, I just want to say, I don't want to say emotional energy, but just having that energy, thought process energy wise. Another one is the physical energy. If you are doing a lot of work that day, or I'm running errands, I've got to go here and there, I've got to go to the store, I've got to lift these things, I'm cleaning out my closets and all this other physical energy, that's going to take a toll on your body. But if you're eating the right amount of protein, you're going to be able to sustain that and do that a heck of a lot better. And then a couple days later, you're going to notice, oh, I'm not sore. Oh, I feel good. Oh, I can keep going. And then you're going to be amazed at how much you get done, your mental clarity, and then everything else going along with it. Melissa says she struggles with protein in snacks. Yes. Besides bars, protein bars are super, super convenient, but that's another thing that can be really, really tough, is getting a snack with high enough protein for sure. So I often will do like snacks on the go of hard-boiled eggs, just because they have, about 6, maybe 7 grams of protein for a hard-boiled egg. They have those prepared at Costco, by the way. I love Costco. So I should start getting like sponsored by Costco or something, because I just love it that much. It's amazing the amount of things that are so convenient from Costco. So hard-boiled eggs that are prepared already, get them at Costco, that's great. Little things like that. Some nuts are great. I get bored though. I don't know if you guys do too, but I get bored with just like, plain almonds. Okay, super duper. I like them with some dried fruit, something like that. That's a great snack on the go. One of my other favorites it sounds kind of not exciting, but I think it's really good. Is I like the apple cinnamon rice cakes, and then I put a lot of peanut butter on those. Those are pretty good. Um, oh, Lindsay, yes, Lindsay, you love hard boiled eggs too. I know they're good, and then I put a little salt on them, and I just put them in a baggie and off we go. I don't eat them in front of other people. I usually eat them in the car. Just gonna be honest, because when you're like, oh, I'm hungry, I want a snack, and you take out like hard boiled eggs, people are like, what are you doing? Oh, it's the snack. Don't worry about it. It's good. It's fine. I'm just gonna eat hard boiled eggs. We're good. So silly. So, but you're right. Some of these, dairy products for snacks or adding more protein to your meals are easier at home, but for snacks on the go, besides bars or doing a shake on the go, absolutely. That's yes, apple. Yes, Kristen, absolutely. The apple cinnamon rice cakes with peanut butter. I don't know what it is about that flavor that is amazing. I love it, love it, love it. So another thing too about this schedule and increasing protein, sometimes it can be hard to grasp. Oh, okay, how am I going to do this, that, or the other? If you're having a protein shake that is a complete nutrient, protein, fat, and carb in there, and say you're doing that for a meal replacement, which you can do, absolutely. That's the other thing about when you're really focusing on getting higher protein in with each meal, you can swap these meals around and fit it with your schedule, so it's versatile. A lot of times you don't have to be really rigid, because then it's really tough to stay on track and it's really tough to sustain that, so you're not going to get the result then, right? So you can swap a lot of these meals around. So here's, for an example, if I am like on the go for the whole day, I got meetings, I got to run errands, I got to pick up kids, I got to da-da-da-da-da, right? People have days like that. I will, normally I like to start my day with a shake, but if I'm on the go, I'll actually eat food first, and then I'll have like a shake and a bar and a shake and then dinner. I don't do that every day, but it makes sure I get my proteins in, I'm eating clean, I'm getting the right things in my body, and then I'm able to maintain that, and it fits in with my plan and my lifestyle. Lauren, would be a good idea to have a list posted as an attachment of all the good proteins we've been eating on the plan. Yeah, absolutely. And then, that's a good question, carbs. So when we talk about good, healthy proteins, healthy foods in general, a lot of times people, I might do a whole another video on carbs, because I love carbs. Who doesn't love carbs? But that's another thing too. People get a big misconception that carbs are bad. Don't eat carbs. Blah, blah, blah. That's the way to lose weight. Sure, but it's not healthy, and you should actually just teach your body how to burn those carbohydrates up. Yeah, and you can. You can absolutely do that. So, yes. So, getting more protein really, really helps. This is amazing. This is a big game changer for people. And again, I will include the link. You can download a free attachment it takes you through, cleaning out your kitchen, prepping your pantry, grocery list, meal plans, sample exercise, a lot of information for you. So, and that the whole 2 weeks of it that you can download as a kickstart to get going and to get set up correctly for success. All this information is in my upcoming book, The Female Fat Solution, which I'm so excited to have it come out. It is coming. I swear it will happen. I'm not a natural writer though. I took a lot of science classes. So we can talk about cells and we can talk about mitochondria, but if I'm going to sit down and I want to rip my eyeballs out. So it's happening. It will happen. The book will come out. You guys will all know. I will tell you a lot when the book comes out. But really, really excited for that. But again, going through a lot of this information for women is so critical, because you are going to be shifting and changing how you're eating, not being restrictive, being able to have it be versatile for your busy, busy lifestyle, and still getting great results. Again, most people are stuck and frustrated because they're trying to follow a system that's not flexible for them. And women are busy. Women have stuff going on, and no day looks the same. You always have something different, or some other, you're juggling 15 different things at once. So then how can you be expected to follow the same thing all the time, So that's why I like going through plans and kind of educating on, get your proteins, get these things, here's some different ideas, make sure it's protein, fat, carb, and you're going to start to really get some different results. So, okay. So download the free Kickstart. That's going to be amazing. And I'm going to be talking more about complete meals, complete nutrients, tons more information this week, because I'm really, really excited about it. Yeah, and I will, yeah, everybody have a great Sunday. It's, you know, meal prep day for a lot of people, either today or tomorrow. Starting this week off right. You know, we are still at the beginning of the year, 2017, going for our goals. Woohoo! So, all right. Well, and again, click the link that I'll attach here and share this video to help out your friends too. All right, everybody have a great night.